Hey everyone, today we have something a little different. I'm going to be stacking as much negative resistance as possible just to see how low it can go. So take a quick mental guess. What do you think the lowest possible resistances that I'll be able to achieve are? Is it 100, maybe 200? What about the total negative resistance? What number do you think we can get it to? Before we start throwing on gear, we need to hopefully craft one item. So if we look in here, we have this Rondel of Fragility, and we can see it has minus 37% to all elemental resistances. That's not good enough. So this item has minus 30 to all elemental resistances, but it can get corrupted to minus 37. What if we put some catalysts on it? And for some reason, no one is using resistance catalysts on these amulets. So this was the worst one that I could find on the market, but uncorrupted with catalysts, it goes to minus 36%. So now we just have to hit a negative corrupt, and hopefully we can get one of these that is maybe minus 42%, maybe minus 43. So I am going to use some Omens of Corruption. We have some Vol Orbs, and we just want big, huge actually, negative resistance, and then we'll start throwing the gear together. This is the only item we're crafting for the sake of this build. So let's just see if we can get anything. Come on, minus 40 something percent, 36, minus 28. It went the wrong way. No. Ah, that's upsetting. Come on. Why? That's what I'm talking about. Minus 42, that's exactly what we're looking for. Let's see if we can beat that. We'll just fly right through these. A minus 40%er. 36, come on. Another minus 42. I think minus 43, maybe even 44. There's the 43%er. Come on, I don't know if 44 is possible. Maybe with rounding it might be, but we take 43. And the last one, that's fine. We take that. What an amulet. That's what I'm talking about. I think we can just vendor all of these. And now for the gear. There it is. Let's take a look at the resistances. So these are my current resistances, but that's not good enough. So I think we'll save the big minus resistances for last. First up, we have the Glimpse of Chaos, triple negative resistance. You know, this could even be minus 30, corrupted even more. This was the best one I could find. Not a lot of people are crafting negative resistance gear, if you can believe that. So we'll put this on. Resistances are already getting eviscerated. The only negative resistance chest piece, or the highest negative resistance chest piece, we have minus 48% lightning. There are some others that are like minus, I think like 10 cold res or whatever. So this is the highest I could find. We'll throw that on. There's negative lightning resist. The gloves and boots, these are just for attributes, so I can wear everything. And so far, it's not looking too bad until we get to the amulet. We'll throw this on. We just crafted this. Minus 123% lightning, minus 56% fire, minus 10 cold. And now we have the big Ventor's Gamble gold rings. This is almost minus 120% resistance. We can take off my old Ingenuity. I bought a new one with even higher increased bonuses gained from equipped rings. So we'll put this on. First Ventor's Gamble. That's looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. And the second one, this one is absolutely gargantuan. Over 130% negative resistance. We can throw this on, and we have res capped in the negatives. I don't even know why there's a cap at this point. Like, if you're going into a map with minus 200% resistance, that's just not very good. I'm just gonna say it. But we're not done yet. There is something else. There's actually a couple more things we can do. So right now we're at about minus 700% total resistance. Let's see how much higher we can take this. We have a controlled metamorphosis diamond for minus 23% to all elemental resistances, corrupted to be even worse. The range is between -5 and -20. So we have a 23%er, and we can throw this on. Whoa, look at how good that looks. But we're not done yet. There are two other things we can do. And the first is swapping out a boon. Right now I'm getting +5 to all elemental resistances. So let's go swap that. I don't think the interlude enemies do enough damage to one-shot me, even with -200% resist. I hope. So here we are. I have +5 to all elemental resistance, but we can get -5% to all elemental resistances. So can I just click on this? Can I switch these at any time? That's so nice. Another -10 to everything. And we're approaching -800% total elemental resistances. And there's one final thing we can do to bring this number even lower. So right here, I already have a map ready. And this map is not very special, but it does have something we need. And that is players are periodically cursed with elemental weakness. Reduce elemental resistances by 30%. Did my resistances go down another 5%? So now we are just over -800% total resistance. Unfortunately, the 21% maximum player resistance isn't being factored in. They just kind of hard cap it at -200%. I don't know why we're on Weenie Hut Jr. mode over here. If you're going into a map with -200% resistance, you might as well just full send it and allow us to go even lower, but whatever. So now we need the curse to appear, and I think I have to be near enemies for that to happen. If these things one-shot me, I'm going to be upset. Okay, there's the elemental. Why did that spawn so far away? Why are you spawning so far away? Is it spawning where their attacks are? Okay, here it is. Here it is. Run away. And this is... I mean, this is exactly what we should have been expecting. Another -30% to all. So right now we're at about 890% negative elemental resistances. That's pretty cool. Now the question is, how much further can we take this? Of course, we could completely min-max gear, right? Like we could put in hundreds of divines worth of investment, a max rolled ingenuity. We could maybe even go for worse Ventor's gambles, a worse glimpse of chaos. I'd say 900% is definitely possible. Maybe even 950? That might be pushing it. But in standard, with an OG ingenuity that has 80% bonuses to equipped rings, I'd say in standard, over 1000% is possible. So why did we do this? No reason. I just felt like doing it. So if you feel like it, you could let me know how close your prediction was to what we were able to obtain for negative resistances in one stat and total negative resistances. With the glimpse of chaos, we even have 0% chaos res. We could get that a little bit lower. If we were to vol off chaos resistance is 0 with the controlled metamorphosis, we could get -13% chaos res. We could try that. We risk breaking my glimpse of chaos though. I mean, to chaos off the chaos resist, it's a 1 in 7 because we can remove any of these modifiers. The chance is just a little too low. I don't think I want to ruin this one because it's the best one on the market, but we have this one. We'll put a socket in it. Let's just see if we can take off chaos res is 0. It just oh, the thing, it's just completely dead. All right, we're not going to risk losing this one. It's the best one on the market again. We'll try one more and then I'm done. Come on, we socket this. Bang. and it's dead. Yeah, we're not risking it. Absolutely not. If you've seen that video of volleying for fun, where I went through 3 or 4 pages of these, they do not have a high success rate after volleying them. They usually just get completely eviscerated. We'll take this for now. And I think, 1, that is awesome, and 2, that's going to be just about it for today. So, as always everyone, take care.